Have you ever noticed your cat lifting its back end up when you pet it, or suddenly sprinting around the house at 3 in the morning, like it is being chased by something invisible, or staring at you with those big eyes and then slowly blinking? These are not random weird habits. Every single one of these behaviors has a real scientific explanation behind it, and today, we are going to break all of them down. So let us start with that first one, the butt raise. You are sitting on the couch, you start petting your cat, and within seconds, its back end shoots straight up into the air. Now most people laugh at this or find it a little strange, but here is what is actually happening. Near the base of a cat's tail, there are scent glands that release chemicals called pheromones. These pheromones are how cats communicate with each other. When your cat raises its hindquarters, it is essentially offering you a social greeting, the same thing cats do with other cats they trust. On top of that, the area right at the tail base has an extremely high concentration of sensory nerve endings, which means being petted there genuinely feels good to them. So the next time your cat does this, just know it is actually a compliment. Now let us talk about something a lot of cat owners find both hilarious and a little confusing, the chattering. You know that sound. Your cat is sitting by the window, it spots a bird outside, and suddenly it starts making this rapid clicking, stuttering noise, almost like its jaw is vibrating. Scientists believe this behavior is linked to a combination of excitement, frustration, and raw hunting instinct. Some researchers think it may even be a reflex, connected to the biting motion a cat uses when it catches prey. But here is the honest truth. The exact reason cats chatter has not been fully confirmed by science yet. It remains one of the more fascinating unsolved mysteries of feline behavior. Moving on. Why does your cat knock things off tables? And more importantly, why does it look you dead in the eyes while doing it? This is not your cat being disrespectful, even though it absolutely looks that way. Cats have something called mechanoreceptors in their paw pads, which are highly sensitive nerve cells that help them detect texture, weight, and movement. When a cat taps or nudges an object, it is actually investigating it, gathering information through touch. But here is where it gets interesting. Cats are very good at learning cause and effect. They quickly figure out that pushing something off a surface gets a reaction out of you, and for a bored indoor cat, your reaction is entertainment. The best thing you can do is ignore it completely. The moment you react, you have just reinforced the behavior. Now for one of the cutest things cats do, sleeping with their face covered by their paws. Here is something you might not know about cats. They are crepuscular animals, meaning they are naturally most active during dawn and dusk, not during the middle of the night or the middle of the day. Because of this, they spend enormous amounts of time sleeping. A healthy adult cat sleeps between 12 and 16 hours every single day, and some cats sleep up to 20 hours. When they cover their face while sleeping, there are two main reasons for it. First, it blocks out light so they can sleep more deeply. Second, and this one is quite practical, cats lose a significant amount of body heat through their ears and nose. Covering their face helps them retain warmth and stay comfortable. Here is one that almost every cat owner has experienced and probably felt a little betrayed by. Your cat comes over, starts licking your hand gently. Everything seems perfect, and then out of nowhere, bite. What just happened? The licking part is actually a beautiful behavior called allogrooming, which is a form of social bonding that cats use with animals and people they genuinely care about. But the sudden bite afterward is something called petting-induced overstimulation. Basically, as you continue petting them, the sensory input builds up to a point where it becomes too much, and the bite is their way of saying they have reached their limit. It is not aggression, it is communication. The key is to learn your cat's warning signs before the bite happens, like a twitching tail or flattened ears. Now for the midnight zoomies. You are fast asleep, and suddenly, your cat is racing from one end of the house to the other at full speed, bouncing off furniture, sounding like a small tornado. This is completely normal. Cats experience sudden bursts of energy that they need to release, and if they have been resting all day, that energy tends to come out at night. Experts recommend giving your cat at least 2 interactive play sessions per day, each lasting between 10 and 20 minutes. This helps them burn off energy consistently throughout the day, so that by nighttime, they are genuinely tired and far less likely to go wild while you are trying to sleep. And now for the last one, the slow blink. Your cat sits across the room, stares at you intensely, and then very slowly closes and reopens its eyes. In 2020, researchers at the University of Sussex conducted a study that was published in the Sign Journal Scientific Reports. They found that cats respond to a human's slow blink by slow blinking back, and that this behavior functions as a positive social signal, a sign of trust, comfort, and affection between cats and the people they bond with. What this means, in practical terms, is that if you slow blink at your cat, and they slow blink back, you are essentially having a conversation. They are telling you they feel safe with you. You can even initiate it yourself and watch what happens. So the next time your cat does something that seems strange or random, remember, there is almost always a reason. These animals are far more complex than most people give them credit for. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe, because we dive into fascinating science topics like this every week. Drop a comment below and tell us, what is the strangest thing your cat has ever done?